Time.
You're not looking up to anything.
No, for real. I mean, by this time, salaries have already been paid most to
So
the
you're a
last
July baby.
day. Oh yeah, I am.
Oh my goodness. She's blushing already.
Today,
I didn't say anything. I
today
just
on
asked
the
your
show, we're going to be talking about something that we've brought up before. It's a business idea, and we want to tell you how you can actually start that business extensively. When we started this series, we were talking. We first off told you we gave you different business ideas. I think we gave them 10.
Yeah.
10 or 12 different business ideas, but one of them that we mentioned was drop shipping, and that is what we want to look at in the house today. So if you're considering drop shipping, well, hopefully this is going to help you
Sit tight and sit glued to your radio, because we are going to give you all the necessary information you need about drop shipping. So
absolutely,
let's hit the ground running.
Let us hit the ground running. Dropshipping is a popular business model, especially in our day and time and age, due to its low startup costs, zero overhead, and simple business model. It's possible to start a dropshipping company for as little as, guess, 10,000 naira. Yep. Some people will say $100, but trust me, you need far less than $100. $10 can do the work. Making it a good option, of course, for those keen on bootstrapping a new venture. Best of all, dropshippers can sell a full range of products without ever having to purchase or hold any inventory. So today, on this episode, we'll teach you how to start a dropshipping business from scratch. We'll cover the basic steps, helpful tools to launch your business, and key considerations. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Dropshipping is a business system that allows a company to sell products without ever maintaining an inventory of the products. The customer places an order, and then the company notifies the manufacturer or the distributor of the product that an order has been placed and it should be dropped into a shipment for the consumer, right? That's the customer. The manufacturer or distributor sends the product directly to the customer or consumer on behalf of the dropshipping company. Do you understand the logic? A dropshipper is a middleman of some sort.
Yeah.
So this is how it happens in dropshipping. I am a dropshipper, or I own a dropshipping company. Aliu wants to buy a product. He contacts me because, of course, I have advertised the product.
Yeah.
Right? Take note, because there are some things that I'm going to be mentioning that are key in dropshipping. I said I have what? Advertised the product. If you don't advertise, nobody knows that you're doing it.
Yep.
Now, Aliu will reach out to me. Hey, I want to buy this phone that you posted. I'm like, oh, great. It will take 3 to 5 days for it to be delivered after we've confirmed your payment.
Yeah.
Then you make payment to me. I now go to the manufacturer or the distributor of the device, and I'm like, oh, I want to place an order for this phone. I'm a dropshipping company. Like, oh, great. Now, the reason why it's important for you to let them know you're a dropshipping company is because you get certain rates as a drop shipper. You don't get the same rate as,
like, you get at a discount.
Yes, you get it at a discount so that you can make your profit.
Yeah.
Now, besides that profit, that discount, you can also add a little more on the price of the product. For example, say the phone is 10 naira.
Yeah.
Wholesale price, the phone is 8 naira. I can decide to sell it 8 naira 50 kobo, or I can decide to sell it at 11 naira to the person, or at 10 naira 50 kobo if the market value is 11 naira, right? So mine is cheaper, it's slightly cheaper, and then it gives me room to have more turnover, like
certainly.
we discussed. Right now, the manufacturer goes, oh, okay, great, what model, what are the details, and this is the price you're going to pay. Then I take from the money Aliu has paid me, I take out the worth, and I send to the dropshipping company.
That's the cost price.
The cost price, and I keep my profit. Now, I send the address of Aliu to the manufacturer. I haven't seen the product. It has not crossed my hand. I don't need space to store these products.
Yeah.
And then the manufacturer ships it or waybills it or dispatches it to Aliu straight. I'm the middle person. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with looking at it or packaging or cost of delivery. That is handled by the manufacturer. That is what drop shipping is. So you see why I said you can start with as little as 10,000 naira.
Of course.
And your 10,000 might just be going into advertising and sourcing for brands. Now, when you're a drop shipper, one of the advantages, which of course we're going to get into it, details. This is just like a preliminary. When you're a drop shipper, you can work with ranges. I mean ranges of properties of products rather, different products. You just have to be like the middle person. Basically, that's what you
So
are.
you have to be up and doing.
Yeah, you have to. It's a lot of work. Now, it
You have to be
seems
up
like
and doing.
easy work, but it is a lot of work. Now, the order is simple. The consumer pays the drop shipper. The drop shipper pays the manufacturer or the distributor. The manufacturer or the distributor sends the product to the customer. Essentially, the drop shipper is a marketer. Now, because there is no inventory needed, dropshipping is a cost-effective way for new business owners to sell products without a lot of overhead. It also prevents getting stuck with inventory that can't or won't sell. Now, let's get into how you can start a drop shipping business. Don't forget, you can join the conversations if you have any questions, clarifications, or contributions per whatever it is we're discussing on WhatsApp.
All right, 0700 010 961 961. That is the number you can call. Let me give the number again. 0700 010 961 961. In fact, we tend to set the air clear for people to understand that this number is correct. It's not the usual 0702 or 0707 that you are accustomed to.
Yep.
This is a special number just for you, because
Just for
this is
special people.
voice of the people.
Yep.
Now you have a voice. So I'll take that again once more. 070 001 096 1961. So you get it?
If you don't get it,
No,
just-
if you
we'll
don't
say
get it, I will
again.
say it again.
Don't forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, that is the number. Now, don't forget, you could tweet at us, you could send us a message on Instagram as
Twitter.
well. It is at VOP961. Okay, that is our handle. Now let's get back
And they
into
can
it.
also watch us live as we are doing going about
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
On YouTube. Yep.
Absolutely. You can see how I did my hairdo today. I think I like it. I think I do. Now let's begin. How to start a dropshipping business. Make sure you choose a business concept. Now, a business concept describes what you are selling and to who. Because there are so many options with dropshipping, you want to start with a limited number of products that you feel will sell to a specific demographic. Okay, you have to be clear about these things. For example, you might develop a business concept that says you're going to sell graphic t-shirts to skateboarders, and then the t-shirts will have specific designs that appeal to this demographic and be of the quality and style that skateboarders wear. Or Nigeria is a country of trends. There's always something that is trending. I'll give you an idea now for free. Say you're going to start a business selling t-shirts, and on the t-shirts they'll write, "Let the poor breathe." It will sell.
Of course. Because that is one of the phrases that is making round, especially.
I mean, virtually everybody's saying it.
Let
So
Nigerians breathe. Yeah.
hits the ground running. That's another idea. You put it out there. You find a production company that can print at low cost. Now there are different sites. There are websites that you can actually go to, and on these websites, oh my god, you can actually find mass production companies, and you can talk to them about the quality of the shirts you want, what you want printed on it, and you guys can come to a consensus about it, have it
Good price.
and you can get into that. That is an idea. Okay, that's just one idea,
Free of charge.
free of charge.
You've got one business
At
idea,
no
great
cost.
one for that matter.
Now, make sure that it appeals to a particular demographic and just focus your advertising there. The concept is the foundation for the products you sell. Okay, your website's design and your marketing. So a lot of us in Nigeria don't pay attention to website marketing, but we do a lot of social media. There's a lot of Facebook marketing, WhatsApp marketing, and Instagram marketing, Twitter as well. So you could do that. You could focus on that as well. Okay.
But you know, the website of a thing gives your business more credibility, because
Absolutely.
a lot of intending clients prospective clients would want to know details about you, and the ones you put on social media might not be sufficient enough to convince them. So it's gonna add more value to your business if you design a professional website.
Yes. Absolutely, it gives more, especially when you now want to expand and you're looking for grants and facilities and all of that. It really gives you an edge. Trust
Especially,
me.
you know, that we have we have question mark over credibility. Our credibility in terms of our online presence is in doubt, especially in Nigeria.
Oh yes, absolutely. So a website is going to do you a lot of good, a lot more good than you would think. Now, I'm just going to give you. Okay, so moving on to the next, it should resource your products. A business concept doesn't. Now, before I get into that, let's just emphasize that first step. Figuring out your niche, figuring out what you're going to be selling. Don't get overwhelmed, because the moment I'm going to be giving you a few websites that you can actually, use. The thing with it is, you can get overwhelmed. You'll be like, I can use this tool. That tool can be so. You have to be able to calm down and start small. This is very sacrosanct for whatever business it is you're starting. Now, settling down to deal with your business concept, that first step, it's a lot of work, and you have to sit down and be thorough about
It's like
it.
that's the foundation. You want to build the structure, and if you get it wrong from the foundation, definitely whatever you're going to put on top is going to be in shambles. So you have to make sure you have a concrete foundation for your business, and that is where you choose your business concept from.
Absolutely, well said, Aliu. Now, after doing that, it's time to source for your products. Now, because a business concept doesn't guarantee that you'll be able to get the products to serve your demographic. Take the time before you develop a website to research products. So now, in the business concept, you've not opened an Instagram page yet, you've not opened a Facebook page yet. You probably already gotten the brand name and overview, but don't go, designing a website or, putting together an Instagram profile or a Facebook profile for your business. Hold on that. Source your products. Let's be sure that
This is what
I know where we are going to get what we're going to get from. Okay, take the time before you develop your website to research your products. Look for multiple distributors that sell the same products and find the best wholesale price of the product. You're going to be spending a lot of time at this stage sitting down in front of your phone, or sitting down with your phone in your hand, or in front of your laptop, whatever you're going to be using. You're going to be spending so much time here just paying attention to doing what do they call that, market surveys, right?
Yeah.
So you're moving from one website to another website. Some of the popular marketplaces online that you could try: AliExpress, there's Saleho, there's Worldwide Brands, there's Doba, Mega Goods, Wholesale Central, there's Amazon, there's 1988, I think that's what they call it. I would confirm the name of that one, but it's like an AliExpress but cheaper. Oh yes, it's like AliExpress but cheaper.
But AliExpress is very cheap.
Oh yes, and then that is cheaper. The first time I went on that website, I was like, what? But because now with the whole Naira is floating and all of that,
You cannot make payments in.
no, you can now,
Yeah.
but the shipping costs.
Okay.
So don't get too excited by the cost of the goods. Make sure you get to the last page where you are checking out
It's going to be how much is going to be
how
the
much
cost
is going to
of the
cost for shipping,
because
and
there are
then there's
products
also
that the shipping
clearing
cost is even more than
the product
itself.
Exactly. And then there's also clearing, because when it gets to Nigeria here, there's also clearing costs that you're going to. So you have to factor in all of these things. Don't get carried away and like, oh my God, I just saw where I can get let me Biros, for example, or iPhone phone cases for 200 naira. Like, if you, after converting it, you're that excited, when you're done with the shipping cost and everything, that money might have reached 1,000 too. So calm down, take your time and do your research. Okay, you might also search for print on demand apparel, home goods or books, stuff like that. Choose a product that you get excited about and you should be excited about the product. The product should have a good margin for profits and display nicely in the images shown on the website, because most of the images on the website are the images you're going to use to advertise.
And that is what will attract your customer.
Absolutely, that will do that for you. Now, just make sure that you're paying attention, because many of these suppliers also provide statistics of popular items so that you can choose things that are more likely to sell because there is already a market for them. So you need to know the markets that you're going into. That's why I told you, drop shipping sounds easy when you hear what it is. You're like, is it not just to connect? But it's a lot of work. You have to be
once you just put in the work,
meticulous.
You will certainly get the result, because
Absolutely.
it's something that is worth doing. Most entrepreneurial skills or businesses, you discover that they tend to bring money, but you have to build them over time and you have to put in the work before it start paying off. That is one thing you should know for sure. And we talk about suppliers. Now let's go into details about how you select suppliers for your drop shipping business. Once you find the product you want to offer, it's time to choose the supplier that will be actual company. That is the actual company to ship the product to your customers. Remember the example she cited. She does it. I am the intending client. I paid my money directly to her. She now pay the supplier or the factory or the manufacturer, whichever case you find yourself in. Then the delivery comes straight to me. She gets her own profit. That is it. So you have to be meticulous in terms of selecting your supplier.
Absolutely.
Because that is the product. There are a few things to consider with the supplier to choose. Because here we don't just give you a vague information. We have to go into details so that you will be able to take an informed decision. That is very key here on Business Around Town. One, you have to consider the quality.
Absolutely.
Choose a supplier that offers the quality you want your company to represent. One business model is to charge more for better quality product. That is in contrast to being a discount provider of goods that might not be the best quality. How do you want to position yourself? You don't just go and start selling things at discounted price, but the quality your customer gets, it's not commendable. You run out of business, because suddenly there's going to be feedback from your customer. Remember, you did not even have a touch of the product.
You didn't get to see the product.
You didn't see the product. The only thing is that you just pay the supplier and they ship the product directly to your customer. So you don't want to go and have a back and forth with your customers, because it's really going to affect
it's going to affect your reputation.
So
like we spoke about.
Key, yeah.
You remember yesterday while we were talking about one of the ways that you can be able to check the quality of what you're buying. We mentioned yesterday, if you can't see the product, check the feedback. There is always feedback. Go and read what other people that have purchased from these stores are saying that's
one of the beauty of buying things online. It's not as if you go into a shop where you see it and the person wants to sell it. He or she will just brainwash you with sweet mouth and talk you through. You just remove money and buy. By the time you go home, you discover that this is not what you really want. Online purchase, you already have people who have bought those products. You just go check the review. Okay, this product is good. Is what I ordered. In fact, some would even tell you that it goes beyond what they even thought while placing their order. So you don't want to compromise on quality. Then profitability. You should be able to make a reasonable profit on the product. Consider shipping and transaction cost in your calculation. Most drop shippers look to get 15 to 20% in profit margins. Of course, if you can generate higher profit margins, that's great. Nobody is saying you should not go for more than that, but that is the range at which most drop shippers look into. Then another thing is reliability. You should be able to make a reasonable profit on the product. Consider Okay, sorry, we've taken that. You want to choose a supplier that sends product in a timely fashion with reasonable shipping expenses and times. Many suppliers are overseas, and you will have to determine whether or not you want your customers waiting for products. This is very, very key. And you also need to have a